Wins, losses, and those delegate counts. Some analysis now of the Super Tuesday results with a look at where the candidates will go from here. Joining me now to break it all down is Bruce Wallin, an associate professor of political science at Northeastern University. Hi, Bruce.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing well. We survived Super Tuesday.
We did. You know, it was kind of like watching a preview of the general election last night, since there were so many states, and then you had actually both parties, several candidates competing within each party. So it really was a preview for the general election.
Yeah, definitely interesting. It looks like all of the candidates survived Super Tuesday as well.
Well, I think certainly Hillary and Barack woke up today and saw their electoral shadows, and then they'll know they'll be going on for another 6 months. I'm not sure Mitt saw his, but I think Hillary, you know, certainly the Hillary-Barack contest could very well, as I said a couple weeks ago, go down to the convention because there aren't that many more delegates out there to be won between now and then. There are some big states, but with the proportional representation, this makes it hard for any one candidate to get the magic number without the superdelegates.
Hillary Clinton took Massachusetts. What does that mean for the endorsements of Ted Kennedy and John Kerry and the governor?
You know, I just don't think endorsements mean that much. Just for last week, just for fun, I went around asking people, did any of these endorsements change your mind? I hadn't found one person who said that they did. You know, I know it's a nice thing. It seems good. It makes for good press and good TV. But I just don't think that many people anymore vote based on what some senior elected official suggests.
Is there anything that you make of the numbers coming out of that Democratic race that might give us some idea as to who's going to pull ahead in the end here?
Well, not really. I mean, again, well, yes and no. Obama, if you you look how far behind he was, really unknown 6 months ago, 8 months ago, and really closing fast. And so you'd have to say, and everybody likes to talk about the horse race aspect, he's really closing closing in on Hillary. Won more states. He did very competitively in the delegates. I think, though, in the future, he's going to have to actually do disproportionately well to convince the superdelegates, if indeed it does fall into their hands, that he is the candidate with the momentum and the candidate who is going to be more electable in the general election.
John McCain certainly happy this morning.
Oh yes, he's got to be, and you know, there was some fun political intrigue yesterday about whether he threw his delegates in West Virginia to Huckabee, and now there is even talk about whether he and Huckabee already have a deal for the vice presidency. I don't think any of that's important. I think Huckabee has certainly done him a great favor by winning in the southern states and by cutting into Mitt Romney's margin in several of the other states to help McCain look like a pretty strong candidate now.
And where does the focus go from here?
Well, you know, there's some more primaries coming up soon. There's some big ones in Virginia, Maryland, and then we've got Ohio and Wisconsin. And I certainly think on the Democratic side, it goes right on through Pennsylvania 2 or 3 weeks from now, which is a very large number of delegates. And again, I think on the Democratic side, the McCain, it could be settled within, I think, a couple of weeks. I think in the Democratic side, it really will go to the superdelegates.
And so those superdelegates are very important in all of this.
They are, and some of them may have already committed to Hillary because they tend to be old line party, Democratic Party officials. But I think it will be hard for them if Obama shows any kind of great movement during these final weeks. It would be hard for them to vote to disappoint the young voters, the new people, and especially the independents who are more likely to vote for Obama in the general election. It might be hard for them to stick with even a verbal commitment to Hillary at that point.
All right, Bruce Wallin of Northeastern University, thank you so much for coming this morning.
My pleasure.
All right.